really nice.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see a lot of space as well. And speaking of things that are about to go into space, this broadcast is ready to take off. The teams are going to jump onto the field here in a second. My name is Trip, and we've got Visionary One on the other side of the desk. He's going to kick off the play-by-play. We've got Musa, Melon, and Bear9, Communist Cowboy, G-Money, and Rain. Take it away, Visionary.
Yes, sir. On the kickoff, straight through for G-Money. Luckily, Musa cheats up, able to get it over to the side. Big whiff right there from Musa. Communist Cowboy going to play this on the wall, but has no boost whatsoever. Rain's going to play this over. Goes for a double tap. Actually centers the ball. Communist Cowboy was not ready for it. And we're already seeing a lot of early pressure come out from the recycling bins. As we mentioned, that space is being given up in the midfield, though, by both teams.
Yeah, we expected to see them come out striking immediately. Communist Cowboy trying to make a show of it. He passes it up to Rain. Rain shot going off the post. Bear9 is there. He's going to clear that one. Communist Cowboy all the way back, trying to take over in recovery. 30 seconds down. These teams are already putting some high octane efforts in as Rain goes for another shot. Communist Cowboy with a demo Melon in front of the net. That one's cleared towards the far side. G-Money pinching that one down in the recycling bins. Again, keeping up that pressure.
High off the backboard goes Communist Cowboy. G-Money going to play this up. He gets pinched with Musa. Bear9 is going to play this over to the side. Musa's got to turn for this. They actually both back up. And again, there's that space that I was talking about earlier, given up in the midfield. Melon makes a great save. A little bit of a double commit with Musa and Melon, but Musa gets a huge dunk. The net's open. Is anybody going to be on that ball? Rain misses. It's going to be up to Melon. G-Money beats him out. And we are still stuck at 0-0 with 3:45 left to go.
Yeah, Melon very well aware of how this team plays, probably trying to give his team a little bit of a boost coming into this stream matchup. We're a minute and a half into this one as Melon trying to clear it towards his former teammate Rain, who hits that one back towards the side. G-Money and Communist Cowboy back on defense, trying to collect this one out of the corner. A bit of a double commit. Here's Musa. You know him. You love him. A big member of the stream committee as he goes for a back pass there, and Rain's going to take that opportunity away.
As Melon plays this over the corner, I'm actually liking a lot what I'm seeing out of the Paperboys right now, just because they're taking that little touch and they're taking control of the ball a little bit more than the recycling bins are. Recycling bins are trying to get pressure by throwing it downfield. The Paperboys, even though that back pass by Musa didn't work, I really like what he's trying to do there, give his team some space and give them some room to operate, because as we mentioned earlier, that midfield has been wide open for the majority of the game. As G-Money plays this into the corner and going to cause a little scramble on the Paperboys defensive half.
Rain now taking over on offense after Musa unable to make that clear out of the corner. Bear9 right behind it. G-Money going right underneath. Bear9 is there. He's not going to make a touch either. Melon's going to try to take over off the nose of that Fennec, but Rain is up very early towards his backboard to try to collect that one. Musa's going to beat him to it off the backboard again, and Communist Cowboy going to take over out into the corner. We are sitting at halftime right now, Visionary One. We do not have a single goal in this game.
And I guess I cast across it by saying we might see some offense as a miss comes out. Communist Cowboy has to make a touch. Bear9 bumps the goalie. G-Money thrown all the way back. Communist Cowboy able to retain pressure, but it's going to go right to Melon. Unfortunately, Melon hits it over to the side. A little bit more accuracy, could have put some more pressure on, and a great bump by Communist Cowboy. But it doesn't come out, however, just because they're not able to make contact with the ball. Rain up on the side, and once again, we're kind of seeing that midfield just be given up by the recycling bins.
And we are seeing, like you said, I mean, when that midfield is that wide open, the other thing that you expect to see is a lot of boomer ball. And we are seeing a lot of times where the recycling bins are getting to the ball very quickly, but what they're doing with it is just hitting it as hard and as far as possible. The Paperboys are doing the exact opposite of that. They are taking those smaller touches. They're trying to keep that offensive pressure. Here's G-Money on a breakaway attempt. Musa, last man back. The pinch from G-Money is going to go off the post, and Bear9 is going to take over now, going the other way in transition. That one's going to be taken away from him. G-Money tries to cross it into the nose of a flipping Communist Cowboy. Not quite able to do it. The pass towards midfield. Rain is there. The shot and the goal. A 1-0 lead for the recycling bins. A minute and 19 left. They finally have a goal in this matchup.
And it's just a great pass by Communist Cowboy over there, just literally hitting it off the corner, centering it up, being like, hey, Rain, go get this ball. And I'm actually impressed with your non-bias here right now. Trippin', professional as all get out right now. This man is the GM of the recycling bins and still giving props to the Paperboys when they have it. As this shot goes over to the left, Bear9 going to play this off the back wall. It's going to be up to Communist Cowboy, who gets a great flick over. Going to put some more pressure on the Paperboys. Secondary flick comes out. Melon is up. They bump each other. Rain able to put this ball in. 2 goals for him. 2 assists for Cowboy and a 2-0 lead for the recycling bins.
You know, I saw this play building up with Communist Cowboy coming down the side. He had control. I knew his teammate Rain was going to be right on top of it. A great pass. Melon tries to disrupt that one. He's not able to do it. And another goal from my man Rain.
As Musa plays this over to the side, Veronine, unfortunately not able to read that, had a pretty hard ceiling bounce, and a big pinch clear comes out. Melon, once again, going to take control of this ball. It's going to be up to Veronine, who does not get the touch. Communist Cowboy down to nobody, unfortunately. But Musa, with a little bit of an unfortunate touch, re-centers. It's going to be Melon versus G-Money, and G-Money plays it away. Musa gets in the way of that one, making up for the first poor touch. But Veronine not able to make a touch. Rain towards the middle. Melon puts it downfield. It might be open. It's going to be up to Communist Cowboy. He tries to make the save, and he doesn't. VVV Melon, or V to the third power, over here just dunking on Communist Cowboy, saying, nah, bro, that's my goal. 28 seconds left. The Paperboys trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, massive overcommit by the recycling bins led to that goal. We saw Communist Cowboy screaming down the middle of the pitch, trying to prevent that one. Just challenged a little bit too late, got beat. Now the recycling bins got to hold on with 20 seconds here, and Melon's trying to say no. It's crossbar. It's down. It's in front of the net. G-Money trips up. He somehow keeps that one out of the net. 15 seconds left to go. Communist Cowboy now stuck in the net. He's able to get there in time on the shot from Melon. Keep that one out. 10 seconds and ticking. Communist Cowboy on the side wall, just trying to keep that ball close to his car. Prevent anything. There's a big boomer from Melon. Rain, the last man back, able to get the save. Time is expiring. That one's going to hit the ground, and somehow, some way, the recycling bins hold on to that one, and that was a phenomenal first match, and definitely not what I expected to see.
The Paperboys are just so unlucky. That ball barred down and just hung just 3/4 of the way in the net for literally 3 seconds. And then G-Money just able to come over and clear that ball out. That's actually insane. Recycling bins kind of steal one here. I was looking forward to an overtime after we saw the shot go down. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Paperboys fall 1-2. Trippin', very, very different styles that game. What do you think? What do you think the Paperboys could do better, since it's obviously so different than what the recycling bins are doing right now?
I mean, honestly, if I'm the Paperboys right now, I think they just need to, honestly, keep doing what they're doing. I think that what they were doing in that game is very good. The recycling bins, very prone to an overcommit, very prone to not leaving anybody in the backfield, being way too far up on offense. We saw the Paperboys taking lots of slow attempts, trying to get that game back down to their speed. If they're able to do that and they're able to execute, they're going to start scoring more of those goals like we saw towards the end of that game, and they're probably going to end up taking one away from the recycling bins as well. They're up 1-0 in this 4-game series. Back to Visionary 1 for the play-by-play in game number 2.
As Communist hits it over, Veronine's going to play this to the center. Communist beats him out. Melon able to make a save off the back wall. Rain is there. Great shot, just high. Moose is actually going to play this out to the side. Try to get back to it. He does have the touch, but Rain is going to cut that off. And Musa is just bullying Communist Cowboy right now, which I can't say I can't blame him. And Musa gets bullied back. The net might be open. Melon has to make a save, and he does. Lots of early pressure coming out from the recycling bins right now.
Yeah, this is exactly what I expected to see again. A very, very speedy recycling bins team trying to take control, trying to get things to go at a speed that nobody else is comfortable playing at. Right now, it is working out for them as they took game number 1. Rain taking control here on offense, but he's out of boost, trying to get that flick. It is on target. Melman's going to get back with plenty of time to push that one into the corner. Communist Cowboy is there, going to 50 that one with boosted. Communist Cowboy wins it. They're able to keep possession of this one as well. I like the move here from Communist Cowboy to hit that one towards midfield. Moose is going to get up in time, though, and knock that one down. Nobody, though, went for the shot, and Veronine with the big clear.
And that clear is actually going to put some pressure here. G-Money has to get a good touch. He doesn't. Plays it over. Get the dunk chance. It goes off the post. And the Paperboys are just so unlucky. Musa trying to up his shooting percentage, and he does. Musa with the goal. Gotta love it. 3:35 left. 1-0 Paperboys.
Musa shelf on this one. Rain trying to get there, maybe doing a little bit too much. He might have had his teammate Communist Cowboy in the net, able to save that one, but it's not going to matter. That one gets touched into their own net by Rain. The famous Musa goal, to say the least. It is a 1-0 lead, and this one is wide open here, but Rain not able to make the touch. Melon's going to clear that one away. Communist Cowboy looking to get a hold of that one on the sidewall, and they're able to do it. G-Money settling this one down, pushing this one up into the corner, trying to get that 50, goes straight up, comes straight back down. Melon with a good clear. And Rain's going to take control back in his own corner.
Yeah, as Rain kind of plays this over to the side, I'm looking at the recycling bins, and this pressure has been great from them, but I really think they need a demo or something along those lines to really open up that goal to be able to get one in. They are still down 1-0 as Rain makes a touch, but it's dangerous. It's still over the net. G-Money pops it up, but it's still over the net as well, and he gets a second touch, able to clear it out. Melon goes for the 50-50, does not get it through, and Veronine has to drop all the way back. But with how aggressive they are on offense, I would love to see a demo or two come out of the recycling bins right now to just try to open up that space to just make an easy shot instead of trying to make difficult ones right now as Melon 50s out into the corner. And it's an open net, and as I say that, Communist Cowboy is going to put one in and go 1-1, and we have a tie game with 2:35 left.
Yeah, this is a very unfortunate pinch. Well, actually, it looked like a pinch on my screen, but really it's just Musa trying to make a 50, not quite getting to the ball. Nine not quite being back on defense, and Communist Cowboy just getting an easy boomer. He is beating the Paperboys the exact same way I said that the recycling bins were going to get beat. An overcommitment where someone is at midfield and able to get a big touch. That one's dropping down in front of the net. Musa trying to put one on target is off backward. This could be good for his teammate Melon, but Rain is going to cut that one off. Veronine in a great position, pushing that one up. The Communist Cowboy gets absolutely deleted. There's that demo. There's a great dunk by Musa, chasing this one down towards the back wall. G-Money is there. He's going to clear that one back towards midfield. We've got a 1-1 game with just over 2 minutes left to play. This one could be very, very interesting coming down the stretch.
The fake from Rain. Musa's actually going to turn on this one. He plays it a little bit too far out. Third man Veronine comes through, and Rain pinches it off the sidewall there. As you can see, I also hear him up. 50-50 by Melon. G-Money with a shot. It's going to be off the post. Melon's going to play this over to the side, and we're talking about that double commit. Oh, and the overcommit was there, but Veronine not able to make a touch with the ball, and Melon's able to get a 50-50, so there's not an immediate goal, but Cowboys on this as well. High off the corner. G-Money side flips. It doesn't matter, but Melon's able to make a great save away from Communist Cowboy, and Veronine able to play this away. But the pressure is still mounting right now. Musa not able to make a touch. Cowboy not able to make a touch. And we are still stuck at 1-1 with 1:22 left.
G-Money trying to change that, but his shot is going to go quite a bit wide. A great 50-50 in the corner. Melon is going to win that one, taking over on offense. Rain is getting there in front, looking for a touch here. Musa is going to beat him to a good speed there by Musa to clear that one all the way across Communist. Last man back. He's got to wait on this one for a lot longer than he'd like to, as he has no help on defense, but that demo by G-Money on Musa is going to open up quite a bit of space here. In transition goes G-Money with no boost, just right in that ball around the skirt, looking for a pass. Melon tries to 50 that one, pop it back down towards midfield. Veronine going to push this one upfield. Everyone chasing back on the recycling bins, trying to get a hold of it as Paperboys look to increase their lead in this one. Not quite able to do it there. That one floating back towards the post. Veronine going to clear that one away. And here we go in transition again for the Paperboys.
As Melon's going to play this over to the side. It's up to Rain right now. He actually gets dunked on. This is going to be high. Veronine going for the read, not able to make the touch. Communist Cowboy plays it over to the side. But as it stands right now, what a great clear right there. It's up to Melon. Melon does not have it. It's going to bounce off the wall. It's an open net opportunity. Rain is able to put it in with 17 seconds left. And the recycling bins with a massive clear right there by Communist Cowboy, able to take a 1-goal lead over the Paperboys.
You know, I don't know if I want to call that a goal steal. I don't know that Communist Cowboy had the momentum to do it, but honestly, right now, if you're the recycling bins, you don't care. You're up 2-1. There's 17 seconds left to go. You want to take control of this series. Paperboys with 10 seconds on the clock are going to try to get themselves right back into this one and not let this one slip away as well. Melon putting this one off the backboard. G-Money is there on defense. Melon not able to make the cross. Rain is up. He's going to push that one towards the far side. It's off the post, coming back down towards the ground. Musa able to keep that one up, is in front of the net. No touch there from Baron, and the recycling bins end up taking game number 2 as well. They're up 2-0 in this series, but the Paperboys Visionary are keeping it very close.
The Paperboys are trying to play their game and they're trying to assert dominance. They just got caught twice. Like, it's unfortunate. Just a couple of overcommits trying to really push that point, try to push that pressure in. And they just get caught. The recycling bins. Communist Cowboy for that second goal had a brilliant clear with 14 seconds left to be able to push that ball all the way down the field over all 3 Paperboys defenders. And it looks like the Paperboys may be making a substitution as well. Musa's just exited out. I'm wondering if he's switching cars or if he's trying to come back in, or if somebody else is going to be coming in. That's Melon for the Paperboys, correct?
It will be Monster Buck actually is going to be jumping in as a substitution here. So he'll be jumping on. Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was that they ended up cutting from that team for Melons. That's my bad. I was going off of memory. My apologies, Chad. I managed to screw the whole thing up. I'm sorry. Sorry. The recycling bins, though, trying to keep this one going. Communist Cowboy with the MVP honors, getting a cycle. Rain getting a cycle as well. G Money also onto the team with a whopping 140 points. Congratulations to him. He absolutely deserves it.
You love seeing the
Visionary,
bicycle come
we're
out, though.
approaching game number 3 here. Two very, very close games. The Paperboys were in at 100%. Do you think in game number 3 they're able to actually get over the hump and actually end up winning one of these games through recycling bins?
I really want to see what happens with this substitution with Monster Buck. I mean, you bring a new player in, anything can happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing if the Paperboys are going to try to keep that continuous pressure style or that continuous ball keeping style, kind of retain the ball as a double commit happens in midfield. This is probably an open net. Communist Cowboy going to play this down, and unfortunately, I'm right there. The double commit on the side just leaves the net wide open. And if you're the Paperboys and you're trying to make a statement by making a roster change and trying to come out to an early lead and maybe catch the recycling bins by surprise, that's the exact opposite of what you want to see. So
yeah, especially in the first 15 seconds of a match, you hate to see it. And honestly, right now, if I'm Communist Cowboy, I am pretty much ready to quit the team. Another goal stolen from him right on the goal line does G Money. Very over the top, looking for a double tap. That one is going to go just quite a bit wide. That was a huge overcommit by G Money. A very big mistake at midfield, but unfortunately does not go for the Paperboys. And that 1-0 lead with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock is going to stay in favor of the recycling bins. And I cast or cursed the daylight out of my team. Nobody goes back. If Communist comes up, Rain goes upfield for some reason. G Money comes right back to the middle of the net. A very awkward situation defensively for the bins, and Visionary, we're back to a tie.
I got to give it to Melon there. He kind of threaded the needle in between two, and you know communication is going to break down whenever that happens. As Monster Buck actually plays this over to the side, but Cowboy going for a big air dribble. Can he get the ceiling read? He does. It goes off to the side. It's going to come over to Rain. But again, Melon just doing such a great job on that ball, being able to put it in between two defenders, making it as awkward as possible and getting his team tied up. As that ball goes to the center, it's going to be up to G-Money. Stuffs Veronine. Communist Cowboy a little bit awkward. He's on the side of the ball. G-Money decides to come in and help out, but it might leave them a little weak defensively. As we come in, Rain able to make the touch away. But Melon here, the pressure is not done yet. Melon not able to make a touch to center, but Communist Cowboy misses. G-Money goes over the top. We have to make sure that the Paperboys don't overcommit because they have in these situations before. As Communist gets a flick over, buys his team some time, and they are reset. And I wanted to mention, like, we're seeing a lot more midfield pressure come out as we hit this game 3 versus the game 1 that we saw where it was like, hey, just take the ball at the midfield and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, and there's been, just watching, obviously I'm watching the recycling bins a lot more closely as Melon puts one on target that does end up being saved. It kind of looks like they're trying to speed the game up, and they're playing at a speed that they're actually not comfortable with at all. Lots of miscommunications, lots of players in the wrong spots. They definitely have a lot of stuff to clean up. Paperboys haven't quite been able to capitalize on it yet. But with the amount of pressure that they've been putting on at midfield, as you said, Visionary, you got to imagine this is going to break soon. There's a pass from Veronine towards midfield. That was going to be boomed over the top. Melon is there. He's going to redirect that one off the backboard. This could be very, very dangerous. Communist Cowboy, though, is deleted by Monster Buck, and that is going to relieve just enough pressure as we hit halftime with a 1-1 game. Another close game between these two teams. We might see another one-goal game.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see another 1-goal game as G-Money actually plays this over Melon. Melon burns all his boost trying to get back. And to commit right there, it kind of leaves the midfield open. Communist Cowboy off of the side. Going to go up the wall for this. Let's see if he can beat him out. Veronine able to make the play, but another double commit comes out from the Paperboys. You got to hope that they start making those communications and not letting that happen as we get deeper into the game. It's a 1-goal game. What a great play by Rain right there with a little fake. Tries it again. Not so lucky with Veronine this time as G-Money puts a shot on net. What a bang! Off the wall. G-Money.
Getting huge right here. Coming off the wall, yeeting that one right into the net at 70 miles per hour. 2 minutes to go. Recycling bins find themselves in a 2-1 lead yet again. Lots of time for the Paperboys to come back into this one. That's just one of those you really can't defend against. Just like this one, Communist Cowboy looking for a double tap. He does get it, but it does go well high. G-Money is right there, puts that one on target. That was cleared away by Melon. The pressure building right now for the recycling bins, but Vernon finally able to get that one away in transitions. One-on-one versus Communist Cowboy, and Communist Cowboy is going to end up winning that one, going back the other way with 1:36 left to play. Rain booms this one upfield.
As Communist not able to make the touch, Veronine actually comes in. Rain plays this over to the center, and it's going to be a 50-50 that G-Money does win. Rain going to be looking for an air dribble here. Oh my God, look at him go. Going for the flip reset. He gets the reset, but he falls under the ball, unfortunately. And we're going to have a counterattack opportunity right here. Melon does get the dunk, gets the recovery. Communist Cowboy able to take it away. Rain able to show off some little flashy mechanics right there. A flip reset and challenger. You got to love that as a pinch comes out and Melon's able to play it away. But right now, I mean, the Paperboys have to find something. You got a minute left. Throw the house. Throw the house. What do you have to lose?
Absolutely nothing at this point. Game number 3 already down 2-0 in this 4-game set. A 2-1 lead here in this game as well for the recycling bins. 45 seconds left to play. Melon trying to take control out of the backfield. A good boost steal and touch here as Rain tries to push this one up. Monster Buck throwing that one off the ceiling, trying to get some flashy mechanics of his own. He is able to keep control of this one as he crossed that one for the net. Vernon is there, tries to make the touch. He can't do it. Communist Cowboy in the corner. He can't make the touch either, but is getting the recycling bins a ton of time in their defensive half. That one is passed towards midfield. Monster Buck throws that one away from his teammate. Veronine was right there. Melon trying to push this one on target off back wall. He can't do it. Veronine does, and Rain is parked right in front of the net. 10 seconds to go. Melon unable to make that touch. Rain clearing that one into the corner, and it looks like this one will seal the deal as Rain gets the double off of the post, gives his team the 3-1 lead with 3 seconds left. This one is basically over.
What a double touch by Rain, but I mean, Monster Buck, you're coming in from Musa. You just got to talk. I can't say anything else about that. It's just so unfortunate that he played that away from his teammate, and that ability to actually come in and try to make a difference was just basically negated by that one play, and it really sucks to see it happen, but you have to trust your third man there. That ball's over your head. You shouldn't be jumping for it. You shouldn't be doing anything. You should just be hauling butt out and trying your best to get back on defense in case your third man misses. But to get a touch on that, and that was probably the Paperboys. I mean, honestly, it was probably their best opportunity of the game that we saw. That was a ball clearly in front of net with a shot that could have gotten some power on it, and it's just play away by the teammate. And I'm not here to harp on this man, but it's just so unfortunate when the season's been going the way it is and you have those opportunities, you have to take advantage of them.
Absolutely. Drip, I see you in the chat hanging out. Thanks a bunch for your support, man. Appreciate having you here. Always a great time to see chat nice and lively and active. Here we are on match day number 9 of RSC, the Rocket Soccar Confederation. If you're interested in joining RSC, make sure that you scroll down below the chat. You find the link to the Discord, either the NA or the EU. Jump on in there and let us know how you are feeling. Season number 10 coming up in the new year. You guys will want to make sure that you are available for that. Recycling bins take another game off of the Paperboys, and we see them passing the MVP torch yet again as G-Money, the man, the myth, the legend, with the MVP honors in that last game. Paperboys are ready in this lobby. They are ready to go. Communist Cowboy there as well, so they might have joined early. And it looks like they are going to stick with that lineup, are both teams. We got Monster Buck, Veronine, and Melon, Communist Cowboy, G-Money, and Rain. Visionary, we are looking for a sweep in this one. Can the recycling bins do it?
You're saying we because you have a stake in this team. I've seen so much life out of the Paperboys. I just want to see them get one, man. They've had an unfortunate season so far. I really just want to see them pull it out. As Veronine actually plays this over to the side, and you're talking about an overcommit right there. Nobody's back. It's going to be up to Melon. Plays it over for Veronine. Great pass. It's going to go off the post. And Monster Buck coming in. Excuse me. Got confused with the music that's actually in Rocket League. As now the Paperboys are rushing back. And Veronine going to have another touch off the wall. Actually plays this great. Monster Buck with an early jump kind of makes it awkward for himself. Plays it to the middle, but nobody is there to receive the pass. But Veronine is there. He is up. He is looking to try to take control of this game, and it's off the post. Once again, Rain able to play it away. And we're actually seeing a complete reversal of what we've seen from the first couple games with early pressure. But as soon as I say that, recycling bin's starting to pour it on.
They certainly are. Hot sauce, what's up, man? Thanks for the back strips. Appreciate it. That one going off the back wall. Monster Buck able to get a good touch, but it does come right back towards midfield. Communist is going to throw that one off the back wall. Melon trying to take control. We're sitting at 4 minutes left to play. A 0-0 game. Again, we've only really seen one early goal. Most of the goals in this series have happened in under 3 minutes left to play. We'll see if that trend continues. A great pinch there. Someone trying to make this read. Communist Cowboys there. He gets called off. G-Money in the backfield trying to take control of this one all by himself. Throws that one to Melon, and we're just seeing both teams just pass the ball back and forth from their team right to the other one.
Rain makes a huge play. Monster Buck actually able to get up and make the save. Communist Cowboy plays it over to the side. Monster Buck with another great touch right there. Plays it off the wall. Unfortunately, Melon's not ready for it. He gets dunked. It's going to be off the backboard. And Rain just gets an awkward touch off the back foot, plays it over the middle. Veronine is able to play it away. They're not done with the pressure yet, though. Rain is off the wall, going for a big bang off of the corner. Melon not able to make a touch. Monster Buck able to come through. They are not out of the woods yet. G-Money plays this way back. Communist Cowboy actually able to make a touch to keep the pressure on. Rain is up. Melon plays this ball straight up. Does not get another touch. Cowboy going to play it over. Gets dunked by Cowboy once again, coming through. Rain over off the side. They have an opportunity. Veronine able to play it away. And the pressure is just relentless right now from the recycling bins.
You know, Visionary One, I don't know if you're a basketball fan, if you ever played basketball, but you know when you're a kid, you don't want to run around the entire full length of the court, and you just play half-court basketball for a while because it's just a little bit easier. That's exactly what the recycling bins are doing right now. They are playing half-court Rocket League. They are not letting that ball get past the midfield. They haven't for about the last minute or so. Honestly, it's completely ridiculous to see that happening on a team. Just no ability for the Paperboys to get a good, solid clear until right this second to buy themselves some space, and it's going to be immediately turned away by G-Money. Monster Buck not able to be there. Communist is going to take it out of his own zone. A great low 50 there, and Rain going to keep that one away. Recycling bins, even though it is a 0-0 game, in complete control of this one. Right now, the Paperboys desperately need an offensive transition attack.
They absolutely do. As we look right now, it's actually 4 shots for the recycling bins to 2 for the Paperboys. So while they've had that pressure the recycling bins have, they really haven't been able to put a lot of shots on net. As Veronine comes over the top and he gets the goal, and the Paperboys get their first lead of the series. It is 1-0. That is a beautiful shot right there by Veronine off a better pass by Monster Buck. And you want to make your presence known as a sub? That's how you do it, Monster Buck. Great pass to the center.
This is a huge, huge play from the Paperboys. Yeah, like you said, their first lead of the series. Now, the question is, a minute and a half left to go. Can they hold on to it? That is going to be the question that they will need to answer. Here is G-Money. Veronine going to clear that one away. Scoring that last goal, absolutely huge for Veronine, giving his team the 1-0 lead. And now the recycling bins are going to have to try to catch up if they want to get this sweep. They've only got a minute and 15 seconds to do it. They've got to get one in the net just to give themselves a chance. Communist Cowboy goes high. That one is pinched off the crossbar, all the way down off the backboard. Rain is going to be there to clear that one away. Monster Buck was up early, not quite able to get there in time. The pass from Rain to G-Money, cleared away by Melon. A phenomenal defensive presence here from the Paperboys, finally coming to life. That one's on target as well, and Veronine with goal number 2 of this game. 50% shooting. He's got that save as well, and the Paperboys trying to fight away from that sweep.
What a great angle with that Dominus right there to just put that in between 2 defenders. They are fighting off the sweep tooth and nail right now. They're just going through this. They do not want to lose all 4 games. And Veronine is just putting the team on his back with Monster Buck in support with 2 saves and an assist as well. As Rain puts this ball on net, Communist Cowboy kind of trying to shove it through there. G-Money is up. He's going to play it straight down. Veronine once again able to make a play. Gets dunked out by Melon. Monster Buck able to play it away. And we're just seeing a kind of flip right now. It seems like the Paperboys have tried to speed up their game. And we knew that the recycling bins were coming into this looking to increase the speed. It actually looks right now like the Paperboys are actually more comfortable at that speed than the recycling bins are. As a pinch comes across the net, unfortunately no one there to receive it. Veronine with a big demo on Rain to try to clear out the shooter. But yeah, I've so much speed coming out.
There's been a couple of really good passing opportunities here from the recycling bins, and none of them have gone. The defensive positioning by the Paperboys in this game completely different than the rest of the series. It looks like players are in great spots. There's a great demo from Melon on the offensive side of this game. The recycling bins had a solid minute and a half of pressure in this game where they just did not let the ball clear the Paperboys.